Welcome to another episode of Markets Dawn Europe, an audio podcast on financial markets for European-based professionals. A minimalistic solution to the information overload in mainstream and social media. This is what you need to know today.
Good morning. Equity indices on Wall Street and in European markets ended little changed on Wednesday, as the action this week continues to be in Asia, despite China's week-long holiday. The Hang Seng is losing more than 3% today, with the property sector plunging 10% on profit-taking, following the recent sharp recovery, driven by Beijing's stimulus measures. Stocks in Tokyo are advancing more than 1%, after Prime Minister Ishiba's dovish rate comments reduced the chances for further monetary policy tightening, and the yen fell towards the 147 level. European equity futures are trading around 0.5% lower in early morning trading, in line with S&P 500 futures overnight. Bond yields in developed countries shifted higher yesterday. British gilts and Italian BTP yields added between 8 and 14 basis points across the curve. 10-year gilt yields closed above 4%, as the attention turns to the budget update at the end of the month, with new bond supply on the horizon. In economics, the US private sector ADP employment update for September beat consensus estimates with a solid 143,000 jobs creation, ahead of tomorrow's non-farm payrolls report. The dollar appreciated for a fourth straight session, and the DXY index nears 102 points, while Treasury yields continue to shift higher, following the somewhat hawkish remarks by Powell at the start of the week. Futures markets are now pricing in a 64% chance for a small 25 basis rate cut at the Fed's next meeting on November 7. Tesla shares dropped 3.5% after releasing a disappointing delivery update, with just under 463,000 vehicles delivered worldwide in Q3, up 6.4% year-on-year. The electric vehicle giant needs record-breaking deliveries in Q4 to avoid an annual decline. Its largest global competitor, China's BYD, delivered 443,000 cars in the same quarter. Tesla shares are flat in 2024. Poland's central bank kept its benchmark interest rate steady at 5.75% as expected, the same level for the past 12 months. In deals, US real estate investment trust, Crown Castle, is exploring the sale of its fiber and wireless assets, including 40,000 cellular towers across the US, to private equity firms, in a deal valued at around $10 billion. Also, Toyota invested $500 million in Joby Aviation, the drone taxi company. Joby shares rallied 28% on Wednesday. In private markets, OpenAI raised $6.6 billion at a $157 billion valuation from Microsoft, Nvidia, Thrive Capital, and Fidelity among others, and demanded backers not to invest in rival startups. In new corporate debt issues, yesterday's notable placements in the Euro high-yield space were Italian business support, Sammontana Italia, and British chemicals giant, Ineos Quattro. In credit rating updates, Moody's upgraded Brazil's sovereign by one notch to Ba1, and several blue-chip companies, including Vale, Itaú, B3 Bolsa, NU Holdings, and State Bank BNDES. Economic data today. Services PMIs in developed countries. Producer inflation in the Eurozone. Consumer inflation in Switzerland. And factory orders, durable goods and weekly jobless claims in the US. Earnings reports today. Tesco and Constellation Brands. Markets will be closed in China, Taiwan, Korea, and Israel today. Thanks for your time, see you tomorrow.
Visit laconicbriefs.com to subscribe to our newsletter, including this audio podcast with an extended script if you prefer to read, plus performance tables and charts, all in one place. Delivered straight to your inbox every morning, Monday to Friday.